What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Protect Sports back with another video for y'all today, man. I'm having a blessed one. Staying safe, staying healthy. I get to work with God, man. When God was out there right now, man. Hope y'all having a wonderful one and staying safe and staying healthy. And also, if you're in the DC area, please be careful out with these roads and just stay home if you can. And hopefully, this snowstorm can calm down a little bit. Amen. Today, we are talking Joe Burrow in this video, in this episode of Sophomore Spotlight. So we got to get us a spotlight on a second-year player. And today's second-year player we'll be talking about is Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Shout out to Dylan, man. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for stopping by. As always, very appreciated. A ton, man. Love to you, my guy. Good looking out, stopping by, of course. That's all I love over here on the Protect Sports Network, and I very appreciate you for stopping by. 1,000. I appreciate that for sure, for sure. Yeah, so shout out to you for stopping by, of course. And let's just go ahead and get into today's live stream. And yeah, let's get into this. What? Happy New Year, Protect. Man, Happy New Year to you, bro. Shout out to the Hawk TV, man. Shout out to Hawk, man. Appreciate bro for always stopping by. Shout out to Dylan. We in the building, man. Let's get right into this. So we're gonna get right to Joe Burrow, man. We're gonna get right into this. So before we get to that part, let's see how Mr. Burrow's doing this season. So his full name is Joseph Lee Burrow. He is from Athens. He went to Athens. Yeah, he went to Athens High School. Oh, wait, what did high school went to? He was born in Idaho, Ames, Idaho. He went to school in Ohio, Athens, Ohio, and he went to LSU and Ohio State. He was bound with Dwayne Haskins for that number one quarterback spot back in 2018. Yeah, and he transferred to LSU for his 2019 campaign and had that great season when he won the national championship. He became the number one pick in the draft. So that's pretty much a quick synopsis of who he is. And his Instagram right there is Joey B9. Joey the guy. So shout out to Joey. Yeah, man. Joey Burrow, man. He's a dog. But yeah. So 16 games so far from this year. He's 10-6 as the quarterback of the Bengals. He has completed 70.4% of his passes, 4,611 yards. Wow. Yeah. Done. Insanity. God dang. 8.9 yards per attempt. So he's throwing the ball down the field. He's not throwing no dicks and dunks and little screens. He slinging that thing. You know what I'm saying? 34 touchdowns, 14 picks. But it's cool. It's cool. 14 picks is fine. But he does have 34 touchdown passes. So he had a 525-yard passing game versus the Ravens 2 weeks ago. So yeah, pretty good. So he started the season. He had one stinker that was against the Bears in week 2. But other than that, pretty solid performances. He had a bad game versus the Browns in a 16-41 blowout they had. Was that week 9? But other than that, he hasn't thrown a pick in a while. He had a nice stretch. He wasn't throwing interceptions. That was a nice stretch here. So, threw a couple in this game. He broke up on that game. Broke up on that game. But from week 14 on, pretty good. From week 14 on, he's been on fire. That's 11 touchdown passes. No picks. Hasn't thrown a pick in 4 weeks. And over 100 pass attempts, he has not thrown an interception. So that's crazy. And it's right in its own right. Quarterback ratings above 100 in the last 4 weeks. An average about 350 yards per week. He had the one kind of chill game versus the Broncos, but hey, whatever. He threw 525 and 4 TDs, and then another 446 and 4 TDs versus the freaking Chiefs. Insanity. This dude is ridiculous. What the heck, bro? God dang. So let's compare his rookie season. What up with it, Protect? Man, what's up, Zeke fan? 2019 to 2020. 2019 to 2020. 2020 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 I'm gonna get to your comment in a second, Hawk. That's a good point. Wishing and praying for steady growth for you, your family, and the channel. Appreciate that. Also, one more thing, shameless plug. If you're not subscribed to the second channel, which is a lot, stand for Life of Tone. Yeah, man, go subscribe to that. 26 subscribers away from 200. So go ahead and subscribe to that if you have not already. Zeke fan, what up with it, Pro Tech? What's up, Zeke fan? Happy New Year to you, brother. Stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, have you done a spotlight on Chase Young? Heck no. I'm not doing one on Chase Young. No. I refuse. If not, hope that's not a bad sign for where our franchise is heading. I'm not doing one on Chase because his statistics were a huge drop-off and he tore his knee. So I'm not doing one on Chase. The only other Washington football team player I would do a sophomore spotlight on is Cameron Curl. I would not do another one on any other sophomore player on the Washington football team, as most of them have been very disappointing. And our rookie class has been also disappointing. So, yeah. Parsons over Chase Young. Right now, for sure. But you gotta understand they play two different positions. One's a linebacker who can play pass rusher, and one's just an exclusive pass rusher. So that's why I think that Parsons can make a lot more noise as an edge rusher. Is because most of the time he's really a linebacker, and when you put him at edge rusher, it's like, oh, okay, you're a light linebacker. Okay. And then he does a spin move and break a freaking offensive lineman's ankles to shreds, and it's like, oh crap, this dude's too athletic. So yeah, Parsons' athleticism is definitely a different type of athleticism than Chase. So yeah, enough about that. So comparing his rookie season to his sophomore campaign, his rookie season was not the best, but it was solid though. It wasn't that bad. It's actually pretty decent, to say the least. 2-7 as a starter, 2-7-1. 65.3 completion percentage, which is not bad. 2,700 yards approximately, 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and 150 first down throws. His long touchdown pass was 67. Yards per game were at 270. His quarterback rating was a 90 approximately, and his QBR was a 49 with 32 sacks and 10 starts, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, in 16 games this year, he's jumped up from a 65.3% completion percentage to 70.4. That's a 5.1% jump. Huge jump from 2,700 yards to almost 4,700 yards passing. 2,000-yard jump. He's played 6 more games, so that makes perfect sense. 34 touchdown passes as opposed to 13 and 10 starts. He had like 21 touchdowns in his first 10 starts anyway, so you already eclipsed that number with less starts anyway. His touchdown percentage is 6.5, completed 3.2, which is great. Interceptions, 14. They're up from the 5 in his 10 starts last year, but he's taking more chances on the field. The yards per attempt being a lot higher than last year, so understandably so. 202 first down passes, yards per attempt went up from 6.7 to 8.9. Like I said, he's taking more chances on the field. His yards per game went up from 270 to 290, which is a decent jump, not the biggest jump in the world. His quarterback rating jumped up from 90 to 110-ish, like 108.3, which is still pretty good. And then his QBR is 54, which is slightly above average. I'm not a big QBR guy, and whatever. 51 sacks this year for Joe Burrow, which is 19 more than last year, but you got to understand, he's played 6 more games. So the offensive line has been a lot better for him. And then the sack yardage has been up from 231 to 370. But like I said, more games, more potential chance to get sacked. Finally, that's pretty much about it. That is the sophomore spotlight about Joe Burrow this year. So enough of the statistics. Let's go ahead and get to why I think Joe Burrow is a lot better this year than last year. Give you some factors that has changed Joe Burrow's entire perspective of his career. First and foremost, the offensive line was a lot better. They signed Riley Reef this year. Jonah Williams is actually healthy for a full-time season for the first time in a long freaking time. They're not playing Bobby Hart anymore, for crying out loud. They're not playing bums like him anymore. And then number one reason why he has a big jump. He has a trio of receivers now. It was a duo last year with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Now is another big dog in the building. We know who we're talking about. Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate and probably winner, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is a huge difference for Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase has been huge. I know it's not an episode about Jamar, but we can look up his statistics real quick just because for, respect for Jamar. Let's see what Jamar has done this year. Jamar has been a huge factor to Joe Burrow's growth. He's a legit number one receiver, and he's definitely the best receiver in this draft class. I think if he was in the 2020 NFL draft and didn't forego the draft the year before, I think he would have been the first receiver taken. Dude is a dog. He's a monster. Dude's different, bro. Dude's different. So we'll look at the statistics real quick just to see how much of a difference that Jamar Chase has made for Mr. Joey Burrow here. So let's look it up. He only has 1 year statistics, so we don't have to read it. Yeah! Oh. Bro, I know he was going nuts, but son, what in the heck? Bruh. Time out. Whoa. I know he was going nuts. Son. Let's get this stupid out of here. Bro. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at these statistics. So 16 games for Jamar Chase, 79 catches for 1,429 yards, 18.1 yards per reception. Goodness gracious. Oh my. Let's get these stupid ads out here. 13 touchdowns and 221 fantasy points. That's not really the thing that really intrigues me. All of these games, the only games he has under 50% catch percentage is here in week 8, which is pretty good. In this game here. So most of his games, he's catching more than 50% of his targets, which is great. That's incredible in its own right. And it really helps a quarterback out because you're not targeting for no reason. He's actually catching the football and making plays for you consistently. He had multiple games with over 66% completion, but catch percentage, that's huge. When you're catching 66% of your targets, that's absolutely huge for a quarterback. That means you're reliable. And that's huge for a guy like Joe. Joe has his legit number one receiver right now. He has 2 1,000-yard receivers in T. Higgins and also Jamar Chase. And also Tyler Boyd's right behind him with 800-something yards. He has 3 1,000-yard receivers. Basically what I'm saying is. And that's huge. 3 1,000-yard receivers? Bro, that's huge for growth for a quarterback. So Joe Burrow's incredible. I'm absolutely proud of him. Coming off the ACL tear and looking this good is incredible in his own right. Dude has been incredible. Literally, he plays 10 games. He tears ACL versus the Washington football team last year. He has to go through this drooling rehab. He gets his guy in Jamar. When everyone says, go get an offensive lineman, go get an offensive lineman, go get him P.J. Sewell. Why you drafted my Chase? Oh, shut the heck up. Look what he's doing now. 4,700 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, 14 picks, quarterback rating at 108.3, and also a 50 QBR. That's a lot better than he did last year. That's incredible. And he had a really good rookie season. If he didn't get hurt, he probably wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Understand how good this guy is. I love Justin Herbert. I'm a Jay Herbert guy. I know I love Justin Herbert. But this is the best guy in the 2020 draft class. And it's kind of not even close. With Justin Herbert being a good quarterback, but Joe Burrow's playing on a different level right now. These last 4 weeks, dude has 1,300 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, no picks. Come on, dude's incredible. So that's going to do it for me. I think the sky's the limit for Joe Burrow. I think he could be a top 5 quarterback, maybe starting next year if Brady retires and some other things happen and things of that nature. He might be the best quarterback in this division. I know Lamar has an MVP on on his docket, his resume. But Joe Burrow's making a case. Is he the best quarterback in the AFC North? Right now, I would say he is, which is bold to say, but hey, we got to in the comment section. Until then, man, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are new, turn on post notifications. Always catch the Protest Sports. We at the Protest Sports Network. I will be back live within the next 15 minutes or so. We're going to review the Washington football team Eagles debacle in a tough 20 to. I hate y'all. I know, right? I hate the Cowboys too. In a 20-16 loss. We'll talk about the game in very brief detail and give you guys my opinions on this game and the things I'm looking for in Week 18 versus the Giants, and we're looking to evaluate the roster and look at one last look at our guys before the offseason. Until then, love you guys. Let's take it easy. Joe Burrow is incredible. I'm actually impressed with him this season, and I think the sky's the limit for this young man. He's only 25 years of age. And, dude, it's going to probably be a top 5 quarterback next year. Till then, take it easy. See you guys at 8:30 for Washington football team recap / state of the Washington football team, a.k.a. SOTWFT, on the channel. We're going crazy, 8:30 Be here or be square. Take it easy. Catch you guys in about 13 minutes or so. Peace. Peace, cuz.